Hi, I'm Patty Donham, and I want to thank you for selecting Precious Impressions. This is an amazing product that allows you to create a keepsake that you can keep in your family forever. Just imagine it's a three-dimensional replica of your child or your parents or even your hand that you can keep. Now, this is something that Wendy McGee did about 4 years ago using her infant's hand, Kaylee. And she says that now that is one of her most cherished items of her baby's birth. And you can do the same sort of thing. This video has been prepared to ensure that your Precious Impressions is the very best that you can possibly create. We want you to watch the video so that you can understand the process completely. And then take out your instructions again and look through them so that everything that you're doing matches up with your particular kit. Now, if you need a little bit more instructions or help or helpful hints or whatever, you can always go to the website. It's at www.preciousimpressions.com. Now, we want you just to sit back and enjoy the video and have fun with it.
In step number 1, we're going to make the Precious mold. Let's prepare to begin by assembling all of the household items you're going to need. A medium plastic bowl, a large drinking glass, a plastic mixing spatula, a measuring cup, and a small paintbrush. The Memory Mold Keepsake Kit will contain precious gel, precious stone, molding bags, a mounting base, a nameplate, a rubber band, and illustrated instructions. Now, precious gel can be a little bit difficult to remove from your child's clothing, so we recommend if you are new to our process that you remove your child's clothing if it might get dirty. To prepare the molding bag, place it inside of the large drinking glass, securing the opening of the bag over the lip of the glass with the rubber band. Now, prepare your child's hand by wetting it with cool tap water. You should always use cold tap water with the precious gel. It's not necessary to refrigerate the water, however, it should be the coldest you can get from your water tap. Mix the correct amount of water with the correct amount of gel as outlined on your instruction sheet. As soon as the gel is added to the water, you must move quickly before the gel sets up and becomes rubbery and firm. The precious gel has a special color-changing ingredient. As it sets and becomes firm, it will change colors from dark pink to light pink and then to white. Watch the colors because they act sort of like a timer, letting you know just how much time you have before the gel becomes firm. Stir the mixture vigorously with a rubber spatula. If you have used cold tap water, you should have between 2 and 3 minutes before the gel becomes firm. The gel will start out in a purple or dark pink. Continue stirring until the gel begins to turn a bright pink. It's okay if lumps remain in your precious gel. What is most important is that you mix vigorously until the gel turns a light pink. When the gel is a light pink and the consistency of frosting, quickly scoop it into the molding bag. Remember, you must work quickly before the gel turns to white. Remove the molding bag from the drinking glass and ease it onto your child's hand or foot. Once the bag is on, firmly hold the molding bag just above the child's wrist or ankle. Use your other hand to gently compress the precious gel around their fist or foot. Babies and small children may wiggle their hands and feet. This is not a problem. Just be sure that the entire hand or foot stays covered by the precious gel. One of the most exciting aspects of the Memory Mold Kit is that you never know in what hand position your child's hand or foot will be captured. Watch now as the gel turns white, and not long after that it will become firm and rubbery. Leave the mold on the child's hand or foot for just a few more minutes to allow the precious gel to fully set. Gently ease the child's hand or foot out of the mold. Apply light pressure until the hand or foot loosens and slips out. The mold is flexible and should not break. Now you can look inside the mold. This is an amazing and exact replica of your child's own hand or foot. You can actually see the wrinkles and fingerprints already. Now look closely. Do you see any flaky, loose material? If you do, just reach inside there and pull it free with tweezers. Now you are ready to move on to step number 2. If you can't immediately do the next step, just wrap the mold in a moist paper towel or wrap it in plastic wrap to keep it from drying out. Go on to step number 2 as soon as possible. Do not wait more than 24 hours. For step number 2, we'll be pouring the precious stone. The first thing you'll want to do is to set aside a few spoonfuls of precious stone in order to fix any imperfections in the finished keepsake. The precious stone is prepared by adding the correct amount of water to the correctly measured amount of precious stone. Be sure to refer to your instructions for the appropriate amounts for your kit. Use cool tap water to mix the precious stone. Stir this mixture until it's smooth and creamy, the consistency of paint. Now, using a small paintbrush, paint the precious stone deep into the mold. Be careful to fill all of the crevices and the fingernails and the fingerprints. As each increment of stone is added to the mold, tap the mold on the tabletop to help vibrate the stone into those little fingers and toes of your precious impression. If you can't see the ends of the fingers when looking into the mold, then add very small amounts of stone at a time, followed by tapping on the countertop in order to vibrate the stone into the unseen parts of the mold. Continue adding precious stone to the mold in small increments, followed by tapping the mold on the countertop. This not only helps the stone to fill in the details, but it also brings trapped air bubbles to the surface. Once the mold begins to fill, you can add the precious stone with a spoon. Continue to tap the mold as you add the stone. Now it's time to let the precious stone set inside the mold undisturbed for 12 hours.